everyone, welcome back to my channel, Pippa's Arm. Thanks for joining me for another video. Today's video I am going to be setting up my Linda binder. So I've thought about this a little while ago and thought, you know what, I just need a binder where it is dedicated just for me, where I can allocate a little bit of money each pay and put it into this binder, and I know that there's going to be money there if I want to treat myself, go out with friends, whatever. I do that stuff anyway, but I thought, you know, let's just tighten the budget up a little bit more and just make a dedicated binder to myself. And hey, any excuse to create another binder. So I've decided on using this beautiful purple coloured binder. I used one of these binders for a giveaway prize that I did a little while ago, and I really loved how the decals looked on this colour, so that's what I've chosen. I've also got a whole heap of decals here that I'm going to be putting on there, and they're all bits and pieces of stuff that I love, or I do. And then I made myself some of these sparkly trackers. I just love them. I love the sparkle about them, so I'll go through them in a little bit. And then I've got my my envelopes as well. I think I actually need one more of those, so I'll have to get another one of those. And then I placed an order with Budget with V a little bit while ago, and so I'm going to put these little dashboards in there as well. So just bear with me. I'm going to grab another one of those envelopes. And I really love these PVC plastic envelopes from Temu. Yeah, really love them. I'm just going to pop out the little dots, and then we are going to get going to do it. Now, you may want to fast forward the first bit of this video, and that is totally fine. And that is when I'm putting the decals on my binder. It is a bit of a lengthy process, but hey, I'm happy for you to stick around and do that with me as well. So let's start putting them on. So first one I want to do is I've got an L. Of course, sorry guys. Of course, an L for Linda. So let's... Now, I am going to shake the camera, guys, and I cannot help that because I've got to get this sorted. I will try to not do it. Yeah. So, yeah, let's get this situated on my binder first because it is the bigger one. And I'm thinking I'm going to put it there. I actually did do it too big. I wanted to put it there, but hey, let's pop it here. And I did an L as opposed to putting Linda on the spine of it. I thought this would be a bit cute. Yay, happy with that. Okay, the next one is I've got a little mix master. So something that you probably don't know about me is that I love making cakes. So when my girls were little, they're now 18 and 14, but when they were little, I used to make all their birthday cakes. And I just loved doing it. Just loved the challenge. I was self-taught. I did a little bit of cake decorating when I worked at the bakery at Woolworths when I was going through school. Yeah, when I was at high school, I worked in the bakery. And I learnt a bit of cake decorating then. So, yeah, I love the challenge. And, yeah, it's really rewarding at the end. So I thought, yeah, I've got to get a mix master on there and do that. Okay, so the next one is, let's do the coffee cup. So you know me, I do love coffee. I have been drinking a bit more of tea lately. But yeah, I still do like a coffee. So let's get that one. We might pop that one there. Yeah. Okay, starting to look pretty good. Starting to look pretty good. Okay, another one, something, oops, they're all starting to stick together. Another thing that I like is plants. So I really like plants. I'm not very good at keeping them alive, but I like the idea of having plants. Yeah. Usually I stick to the succulents because, you know, it is difficult to kill the succulents. But yeah, I do love plants. So we're going to pop that one. Let's pop that one. Let's pop it there. Let's pop it over there. Pop that in. Lovely. The next thing, and you probably already know this, I'm already running out of space. I should have done these a little bit smaller, is I love books. Love reading. I think I've read, so far this year already, I've read about 20 books. So, yeah, I do love reading. Don't have a lot of time to read, so I read mostly at night. When I'm going to bed, that's when I'll read. I read mainly physical books. I got caught up in Book Talk a few years ago, back in 2023, and I was buying lots of books, more books than I could read at any given time. So I decided at the beginning of last year that I would put myself on a book ban. And I wrapped up all my books that I had on my bookshelf that I needed to read. I think it was about 28 books. And I just lucky dipped it every time I finished a book. And I find that was really good for me to read them, because sometimes if the cover isn't enticing to me, I'm not going to read the book. I know that's weird, but yeah. So this way I've read. So I think I've got five books left that are wrapped up. And then I've said to myself, once I read all them, I can get a Kindle Unlimited subscription, because I do like reading on the Kindle. It's easier to take with you. You know, you can take books with you too, but they get creased in your bag. Yeah. Anyway, let's get back into it. So then I thought, to represent my cash stuffing, I would put some dollar signs on my binder as well, because, you know, I love cash stuffing. So let's pop that in there. One. Got another one here, and we might put some on the back because we've still got a couple of decals to go. These decals are going on really great. I do love this. Okay. And then let's pop that one. Oh, let's pop it there. Okay. So that's the front of my binder. Love it. Love it, love it. So let's flip her over, because I've still got a couple of dollar signs, and I also have a soda can. So another thing that I'm addicted to, and yes, my name's Linda, and I'm addicted to Pepsi Max. So, yeah, Pepsi Max is my go-to drink. Not so much in winter time, but yeah, I still like to drink it. Although I have noticed that, and I don't know whether it's me, but I have noticed that it has tasted a bit different lately. So I think I spoke too soon, guys, about these going on easy. This one's given me a little bit of grief. That's okay. We'll get it in the end. Okay, here we go. Righto. So let's whack this in the center. Oh, actually, I've got to plant one. So let's whack that there. And it's my little soda can. Cool. And then I've got another plant. because you can't have too many plants. And put that there. Let's pop her up there. Oops, some stuff on there. Okay. Need to get it straight. Okay. Lovely. And then my last two are a couple of more dollar signs. So we'll get those situated. And then we can get into setting up the binder. And I'll go through each of the categories that I've got. Okay, last one. So hopefully that wasn't too tedious for you guys to stick around and watch. Yeah. Sometimes they're easy to get on, sometimes they're not. But these ones today have been pretty good. So I'm happy about that. Oops. Okay. So there you have it. There's the front of my binder, the nice L on there, and there's the back. So I love that. Okay. So let's get into popping these in. So let's pop in the envelopes. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I have stuck to 6 categories only. I can increase the categories obviously, but I've stuck to 6 so to begin with, because I thought the way I'm going to be allocating this money is probably rolling the dice. So it's easy to roll a 6-sided dice and allocate it. And yeah, I can add extra categories as I go along. So the first one I have is splurge. So splurge is coffee. Could be buying lunch every now and again. I try not to buy lunch because it's just so expensive. Splurge could be buying some Happy Mail. That's a splurge for me. So yeah, so splurge is going to go in there. So let's stick splurge in there. Eating out is more probably catching up when I catch up with my besties and go out for breakfast before work. Could be going out for lunch, that sort of stuff. So not necessarily the family, because I have other trackers for that. And then I've got time with friends, and this could be going to the movies. This could be when I go on with my besties an annual weekend away each year. So yeah, I thought that was cute. It's got coffee and a donut on it. It's so cute. So that's that one. And then I have one for my shop, Pippa's Art. That's pretty self-explanatory. So that's to help go towards supplies and all of that, and like sales I do and all of that. Look out, I am actually going to be doing a cheeky little end of financial year sale in my Etsy. So yeah, look out for that. I haven't decided when I'm going to start it yet, but yeah, we'll do that. And then I have work birthdays. So work birthdays is work birthdays. So at my work, we celebrate everybody's birthday. We all put in $5 in for a present, and we sit and have cake and celebrate that person. So we actually have 22 people at my work, which isn't a lot. But when you've got to, have $5 for a birthday, I thought it'd be great to have it and just sitting there when I need it. That's what birthdays. And then treats. So treats could be anything really. Could be picking up something from the shop to have for a snack. Could be treating myself to a facial. Could be treating myself to a new pair of shoes. So anything a treat could be. That's what that tracker will be. So let's go back to the front and let's pop these. So I'm going to pop these little trackers in here from Budget with B, and then I can, once I start putting money in here, they're beautiful. I just love them. Thank you so much, V. They're so beautiful. And that's eating out. And then time with friends. Let's do this one. And then for Pippa's aunt, let's go this one. And for work birthdays, let's go this one. And then for treats, let's go that one. So that and that, that and that, that and that. I'm just wondering whether I should put them behind there. No, I think I'll leave them in the front. I'll leave them in the front, and then that can be. So yeah, really happy with how that has looked. So all I need to do is pop some little stickers in here, and what I might do is, no, I'll leave it because I can always stick the money in there anyway if needed, because I may not do an allocation every fortnight, but I'll allocate money every fortnight, but I may not do a video allocating it every fortnight. But we'll see how we go. We just play it by ear. Be great. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed watching me set up my Linda binder. I am in love with it already, and love that I have now a dark purple binder to add to my collection. And I'll need to get Miss 14 to do me a little chain to go on there, the charm to go on there. And yeah, I'll get her onto that this weekend. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and I will catch you in my next video. Thanks everyone. See you later.